Think about this. You've got a friend who acts like your biggest fan, but later you hear them telling a harsh rumor about you. It messes with your head, right? Because that's the truth showing itself. They're not inspired by you, they feel insecure around you. Have you ever had that feeling where someone is all smiles and compliments, but your gut is just screaming that something's off? You can't put your finger on it, but the thought lingers, they don't really like me? It's unsettling and it can make you second guess everything. But what if you're not just being paranoid? What if their niceness is just a mask? In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on this toxic dynamic. We're revealing the subtle signs that someone's friendly act is actually a cover for the fact that they're secretly threatened by your shine. The seven signs they feel threatened. When someone sees your success, confidence, or happiness as a threat, they rarely confront you directly. Instead, their insecurity seeps out in confusing, passive aggressive ways. Let's break down the seven most common signs. Sign number one, they give backhanded compliments. Ah, the backhanded compliment. It's the classic move of a frenemy, and it is absolutely infuriating. It's an insult wrapped up in a pretty little bow of praise designed to knock you down a peg while letting them look like the good guy. You know the type. They'll say things like, "Congrats on the promotion. I'm so surprised they went with someone so unconventional." Or, "I love that dress on you. I could never be brave enough to wear something that bold." These comments are engineered to plant a seed of doubt right when you should feel your best. The compliment gives them total deniability. If you call them out, they can just hit you with, "What? I was just being nice. Why are you so sensitive?" But the real message is clear. They're trying to undercut your accomplishment because your success makes them feel small. It's a cheap shot to level the playing field in their own mind. Sign number two, they subtly downplay your achievements. So you come to them with amazing news, a new job, a personal goal you finally hit. A real friend would be celebrating with you, but a person who feels threatened will immediately try to make your big win feel small. Their enthusiasm feels totally forced, and they change the subject as fast as they can. They might give you a flat, "Oh, that's nice," before immediately talking about something they accomplished. Or they'll find a way to poke holes in your success. "That's great you got a raise, but are you sure you can handle the extra hours?" They might even chalk it all up to luck instead of your hard work. This isn't just a lack of support, it's a deliberate attempt to dim your shine because it's putting a spotlight on what they see as their own failures. Sign number three, they seem to enjoy your setbacks. This one really hurts to recognize. A threatened person might offer you a shoulder to cry on, but you can feel this weird, subtle sense of satisfaction they get from your misfortune. They're the first one there with tissues when you're down because your struggle makes them feel better about themselves. When you're going through a tough time, they've never been more supportive. But the second you get back on your feet, they seem to pull away. That's because your failure reassures them and closes the gap they perceive between you. If you notice a friend is only really there for you when things are going badly, it's a massive red flag that their support is rooted in jealousy, not genuine friendship. Sign number four, excessive praise that feels wrong. While some threatened people throw subtle digs, others do a complete 180. They drown you in over the top, gushy compliments that just feel fake. It's flattery so intense it feels hollow because it's not coming from a real place of admiration. It's a performance. This is a total overcompensation for their secret jealousy. They'll put on a huge public show of how much they admire you, but it often feels completely different from how they act in private. It's like they're trying to convince themselves and everyone else that they're a good friend. But your gut can feel that disconnect a mile away if their praise feels more like a script than genuine support. Trust that feeling. Sign number five, they mimic you, then criticize you. They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, right? Well, when it comes from a threatened person, it comes with a nasty twist. You might notice them start picking up your phrases, your style, or even your career goals. At first, it just seems like they look up to you. But then comes part two. After they've copied you, they start to criticize you for the very thing they just adopted. For instance, they might start dressing like you and then make a comment that your style is a little much. They chase a similar goal, then tell you you're being too ambitious. This bizarre behavior comes from a toxic mix of admiration and resentment. They want what you have, but they also hate you for having it. Sign number six, they isolate you with gossip. A person who feels threatened will often try to undermine your reputation to feel better about themselves. They become a master of gossip, twisting your words or sharing secrets to make you look bad to other people. This is a strategic move to damage your friendships and isolate you. By turning others against you, they think they can reduce your influence and validate their own jealousy. If you find that drama just seems to follow one particular person around, or you keep hearing that they're talking behind your back, it's a clear sign they see you as a competitor to be taken down, not a friend to be supported. Sign number seven, their body language screams discomfort. Words can lie, but the body often tells the truth. Someone who is intimidated by you will leak their discomfort through their nonverbal cues. They might struggle to make eye contact, which is a classic signal of feeling insecure or inferior in your presence. You may also notice them fidgeting or keeping a physical distance from you. Their posture might be closed off, arms crossed, body angled away. In a group conversation, they might constantly interrupt or talk over you, not out of excitement, but in an attempt to regain control. Their body is subconsciously reacting to the threat they feel, even while their words are playing nice. So, why? The psychology behind the threat. Understanding the signs is step one. But to really protect your peace, you need to understand why people act like this. And the truth is, it almost never has anything to do with you. It's a reflection of their own inner battles. At its core, this behavior is rooted in deep insecurity. Your success doesn't take anything from them, but in their mind, it highlights what they believe they lack. This triggers powerful feelings of envy. It's critical to know the difference between envy and admiration. Admiration says, I want to be like you, and it inspires you. Envy says, I want what you have, and it inspires resentment. That resentment often leads to projection. As the psychologist Carl Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. When someone feels threatened, they're often projecting their own flaws onto you. If they feel inadequate, they might call you arrogant. If they're secretly ambitious but scared to try, they might call you a tryhard. Their criticism of you is often a confession about themselves. How to reclaiming your peace. So you've recognized the signs and you get the psychology behind them. What now? A big confrontation will likely backfire. They'll probably just deny everything and call you paranoid or too sensitive. The key isn't to change them, it's to protect your own energy. 1. Trust your intuition. First and foremost, stop doubting yourself. That feeling in your gut that something is off is a real valid warning sign. Your intuition is picking up on all the subtle inconsistencies between their words, actions, and energy. Acknowledge that what you're feeling is real. 2. Create strategic distance. You don't have to stage a dramatic friendship breakup, but you do need to create distance. Stop sharing your biggest wins or deepest vulnerabilities with this person. They've shown you they aren't a safe harbor. Downgrade them to a more casual acquaintance. Be polite, but don't give them the access they need to hurt you. 3. Don't internalize their toxicity. Remind yourself that their behavior is a reflection of their issues, not a verdict on your character. It is not your job to dim your light to make them feel more comfortable. Continuing to be your authentic, successful self is the best response you can have. 4. Focus on your real supporters. Shift your time and energy toward the people in your life who celebrate your wins without any weirdness, who listen without judgment, and whose support feels real. These are the relationships that will actually fuel your growth. The more you invest in authentic connections, the less power the frenemy's toxic behavior will hold over you. Navigating these dynamics can feel incredibly isolating, but you are not alone. If you've ever dealt with someone who seemed nice but secretly felt threatened by you, share your experience in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to read right now. In the end, life is too short to be surrounded by people who only pretend to have your back. Realizing that someone's niceness is just a mask for their own insecurity is a game changer. It frees you from the confusion and self doubt their behavior is meant to create. By trusting your gut, setting boundaries, and pouring your energy into genuine connections, you take your power back. Don't ever apologize for your light. The right people won't be threatened by it, they'll be inspired by it. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on building healthier and more authentic relationships.